And welcome to the Enrichment Center.
Hey guys, Rise here from SE2GG.com, and I am back with another commentary of the week. A little bit late, well, maybe a lot of bit late. It's about a week late, thanks to Thanksgiving, or no thanks to Thanksgiving, or no Thanksgiving. Alright, enough. Yeah, so basically I've been trying to have guest commentators, but basically with the Thanksgiving schedule, we couldn't really match anything up, so I'm flying solo today. Hopefully it won't be too bad for you, or too difficult to listen to. But anyway, so this is the match that I was supposed to do a week ago. Flash versus Free on Andromeda. And this match was voted by not that big of a margin over a couple of other games, like Com versus Jangbi, or Effort versus Jangbi, or something like that. But this is the game that won, so this is the game we're doing. And there we see some of the signs. The Flash Shock. I would have called it the Flash Shocker. It would have been a lot funnier, except they probably don't know what that is in Korea. Whatever. Anyway, so they're playing on Andromeda. Free Protoss player in the bottom left position. Flash Terran player in the bottom right position. These two players are, I'd say, both top 10 players. One of them being arguably top 5. That person may surprise you, but I'd say that Flash is probably the person that would be top 5 if anyone. I mean, sorry, Free, I think, would be the person who's top 5 if anyone. He's been playing very well. He obviously lost a couple matches in the not too distant past, but he's been playing very well. He has beaten a lot of good players, including the likes of Jaedong and Bisu, and not enough apparently. But whoa! I just stuck my finger in my fan. That was a stupid idea. I don't know why I was doing that. So yeah, he did. He has beaten some good players, but at the same point, Flash is a good player still too. I'd say he's top 10. I wouldn't say top 5 necessarily. Damn close. Probably like number 6 or something in my rankings. But I think that he's still definitely up there, and either way, it's going to be a good match. I should mention that we got gas up already. I didn't see if it was up before the barracks. I don't think it was. Or maybe it was. Whatever. I wasn't paying attention. But it looks like Flash is going to go for a standard factory build. I don't know quite yet. It's a little early to see what exactly he's doing. Cybernetic Scord going down for Free, as usual. I know you guys have been yelling at me, or a few of you anyway, to pay attention more in the beginning of the video, but man, I just can't. There's always so much stuff to say, and there's not enough time to say it. Even though this game is going to be long, I think, it's not going to matter. I never have enough time to say what I want to say, although I probably will in about 10 minutes when nothing's going on as they both turtle up or something stupid like that. Anyway, Terran Factory going down for Flash, so pretty standard build so far. Zealot out. First Zealot out for Free. He's going to do some scouting with that. I think he knows where Flash might be at this point. I expect to see a Dragoon popping out of there fairly shortly to take care of that scouting SCV. Flash scouting in the right way, right away. The right way, right away. And Free scouting the wrong way. And Andromeda is a fairly large map. And now Flash has had plenty of time to block his front, so Free's most likely going to be playing in the dark if he can't force his way up with a Zealot. But against 2 Marines and 2 SCVs, or nope, 3 Marines now, maybe he won't be able to do it after all. He will have a tough time getting past that. But he's got a Dragoon, so he may be able to force his way in as long as he can beat out a tank from popping out of there, that factory. But I don't know. Oh, Starport. Okay, so there we go. Flash has gone Starport. We'll have to see what he does with that. And he is going Machine Shop, so he's probably producing tanks since that Machine Shop is not spinning quite yet. And this means that we won't be seeing a quick expansion from a robotics facility going down for Free in the meantime. And Dragoon range for that matter as well. Now, if Flash gets a Wraith, this is going to be a lot of really bad for Free, because his shuttle versus Wraith generally isn't a very good matchup for the shuttle. They tend to lose pretty indefinitely there. And ooh, Korean girls, and oh, she's a little young. All right, I'm not. I thought they were showing older Korean girls, but no, then they switched to like a 12-year-old, and I feel like an idiot. No, I'm not a pervert, I swear. Well, maybe a little bit. Not like that, though. Anyway, so we got the machine shop is going down, is researching probably siege tanks at this point. And the siege tanks will be used, I'm guessing, in a dropship, because we have a really early starport there, and I think it had the control tower already. And, mines were actually being researched for the vultures. So it looks like I was wrong. Now, it's got to be a dropship. We don't see cloak or anything being researched for that matter. So the dropship is definitely going to be what comes out next. My video is a little screwed up for some reason, and yes, a couple of vultures in there. I don't know if all he's got is 2 vultures, but it looks like he may be really speeding up this drop as quick as possible, and maybe he didn't want to wait for 2 vultures. So Flash really pushing in, and a lot of dragoons on the floor, but completely out of position. And that dropship is going to get spotted by that pylon. I don't know if he'll be able to get many probes. He'll probably get a few, but the dragoons are going to intercept them before they can really do anything. A couple of mines going down, but it's not going to do too much. The dropship going to run away at this point. The mines completely unaffected, being taken out right away by Free right on top of his micro, and he's got an observer out. And Flash in the meantime pushing in the front of the base. So Flash with a little force of some Marines, a vulture, and a tank trying to push in the front of the base, but he doesn't have enough guys. He's got some spider mines going down, but a little bit of a mine drag, not working out that well for Free. Maybe taking out a couple of hits on the Marines, but he's got plenty of dragoons to deal with this. A vulture getting through at the last second, throwing down a mine, but no hit points left on that vulture. One shot is going to take out that vulture. It looks like he's going to take out 1 probe, and now taken out by probes. So that's not going to work out too well for Flash. And I'm going to say that Flash is behind, losing everything but a tank and doing zero damage. He took out 1 probe. That's right. So now he's going for the fast expansion, dropping another vulture to try to do a little bit more harassment. I don't think that's going to get him very far, though. It looks like he's going to throw down some more mines, and it's going to delay Free a little bit from hitting that vulture, but he's just got too many dragoons. He takes out 1, 2, maybe, 3 probes I think he took out. And, heading in the front, so Flash actually doing a decent harassment and not with much. And it looks like he's going to take out a total of 5 or 6 probes at this point, so definitely doing a better job. 7 probes than I thought he would have done with such a minute force of vultures. So I gotta take back what I said before. I said his completely ineffective harassment. I take that back. I mean, actually, with the 4 vultures he used for that harassment in the Marines, he ended up taking out 7 probes, which isn't too bad. Certainly, you could have done better, and if he had surprised Free a little bit better, he surely would have gotten more, but I don't know how many more, considering Free did have a decent force of dragoons before getting up that expansion, and Free getting the second expansion up at his natural at this point. The mineral only is already up, and now we're going for the other one. The dropship going to get spotted by the observer, and that's probably going to be taken out before Flash can drop any more units if Free is not being an idiot, which he is being an idiot. He saw that with the observer. He didn't intercept it at all, and now that dropship just gets away scot-free. Not dropping anything, but not getting damaged at all. And it looks like Free, in the meantime, cared more about getting those neutral buildings down so that tanks couldn't be dropped in that area, because it's very difficult to defend against that once tanks are in there. You have to break past a wall to get at tanks that are shelling your expansion. So certainly a smart tactic to take that out, but what's the point, man? You could have taken out a dropship. It couldn't have been that big of a delay. You may not have taken out the dropship, but you could have gotten a lot of hits off on it, and I think that would have been a better thing to go, and then go after the neutral buildings. What's the big deal? I mean, really, come on. So Flash now getting his mineral only up. He got his natural expansion up first, so he gets a gas. Citadel going down for Free, so we may see some speed lots very soon. I'm not quite sure if we'll see DTs actually from him. I'm thinking at this point he's going to go more of a speed lot Templar build, although it's a little early to speculate, so maybe I'll just hold off from saying exactly. Well, I'm never going to stop from saying what I think, but that's what I'm kind of speculating is going to happen. And there is the Templar Archive. Still, I'm not sure about DTs, although it is fairly early, so he could, you know what, he could go DTs. I'm going to have to retract another statement. I see it already. Whatever, I'm getting used to it at this point. And Observer is hanging out inside Flash's base, so you know what? Not many turrets. A couple of turrets, but not many. So maybe it is going to pay off if Free does go that after all. He's got the robotics facility down, so he could easily get a shuttle out and even shuttle speed if he puts out a robotics support bay. and drop in some DTs into the base of Flash. I don't know if he'll go after that. It looks like he's just macroing up at this point, throwing down some more gateways. He's got a total of what looked to be 5, maybe 6 if there was one off screen. And Arbiters! That's what he's going for. We got a Stargate and an Arbiter Tribunal going down, so we're going to see fairly quick Arbiters. Now, if you haven't watched Mole Trap lately, go watch him. Maybe even before this game, before I spoil the game between Mind versus Stats. That's right, Mind versus Stats. Great game. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I'm about to spoil it, though. We saw a very similar build from Stats against Mind, and Stats, I mean, he's relatively, well, he's not relatively, he is an unknown, and a 4th base going down now for Flash, by the way. Anyway, Stats relatively unknown, and he went 2 base Arbiters, or maybe even 3 base Arbiters. I forget what it was. And on, well, whatever the map was. Maybe